are applying to start a vocational school, I am sure you have seen the requirements to submit a floor plan. Many people get this wrong, and often their applications are returned for revisions due to the floor plan not containing all of the elements that are needed for approval. Unfortunately, you would not know what these requirements are because the state does not tell you exactly what they're looking for in your floor plan. That's why you are here at The Secret Cocktail. We have trained eyes and we have seen it all in our past 5 years of consulting to start vocational schools throughout the United States. In this video, I'm going to help you prepare your floor plan for approval. Welcome to The Secret Cocktail, where we help you simplify the process of healthcare training school ownership. Now, let's help you simplify this floor plan. First and foremost, you actually have to have a floor plan document, also known as a blueprint of your school designed. When you rent or purchase a space, oftentimes they don't proactively give you this document. You actually have to ask for it. Even when you ask for it, only a few landlords will actually have the document. And if they don't supply you with the document, I'm sorry to tell you, you're going to have to create one from scratch on your own. This may sound like a daunting process, but I promise you it's a lot easier than you think. You can draw one freehand, or if you draw like a kindergartner, then you can use a really cool software to design it if you choose. Please see the software link in the description box below for floorplancreator.net. Next, know that you have to have the dimensions for every room in your school. Please measure or have someone measure the square footage of each room and make sure that you note the exact square footage on your blueprint. Be sure to note the name of each room on your document also. So, for instance, if you are starting a phlebotomy school, be sure to state which room on the document is the classroom versus the lab versus the administrator's office, bathroom, etc. So you're basically painting a picture for them so they can see what your school looks like before they actually get there. It is important to ensure that all of the large equipment or furniture are actually on your floor plan so the reviewer can see how your room is going to be set up. An example of this would be creating squares in the classroom so that looks like the number of seats you have. Or you can draw sinks so the reviewers can see where hand hygiene will actually take place. It's very important to note any AV equipment as well. The state is looking to see if the equipment location is conducive for learning. I once saw a client seat students facing the opposite direction of the whiteboard on the blueprint. No lie. Lastly, it's very important that you indicate where all exits are located in your school. The state is very concerned with your students' safety, and they want to ensure that the location has exits noted and that you have actually developed a plan of exit in the event of an emergency. Now, please see a blueprint example that I have here of a school that I've actually worked with in the past. They did a really good job of outlining the school visually so that the viewer can actually see what they're going to see before they even get there prior to their walkthrough of their survey visit. Yes, they will conduct a survey visit of your location, so be sure that the blueprint is a true representation of what they will actually walk into. So I hope this video was helpful as you prepare to start your vocational school. The blueprint is one small piece of the multiple items you need in order to get approved. If you're looking for assistance to get your school approved, we can help. Feel free to reach out. That's what we do. We help people like you get your healthcare training school approved with ease. Please see the link below in our description box to book a call with us now or visit us online at thesecretcocktail.com.